Shadow work myths and truths. Actually, let's define shadow work. As a graduate of Jungian psychology from the Jung Center in Ireland, yes, I actually took the time to study this. So just so you guys know that I'm not pretending I know stuff. When you hear shadow work, the first thing people think of is the woo stuff like candles, crystals, burning of papers, journaling. And yes, those can support shadow work, but that is not shadow work. Don't get me wrong though, I love doing those. But if you do all these magical rituals without understanding your patterns, your wounds, your triggers, and the parts of yourself that you keep on avoiding, then that's just all empty performance. Carl Jung, the psychiatrist who gave us the concept of shadow, described it as the thing a person has no wish to be. Jung's broader idea is that the real growth comes from making the hidden parts of yourself conscious, not just pretending to be all light and no darkness. So shadow work is essentially acknowledging the hidden and the repressed parts of yourself. So spiritually, shadow work is facing the parts of your soul and psyche that were rejected and buried. Scientifically, it's becoming aware of the unconscious beliefs and emotional patterns and the survival responses that are running in the background of your life. Now let's make it more sense, no? Your amygdala is like your internal alarm system. It reacts quickly to things that feel threatening, painful, scary, and emotionally charged. That's where your shadow lies. Your prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that helps you reflect, analyze, and regulate. It helps you choose a grounded response. So let's say someone ignores your message. Your amygdala will go, danger, rejection, panic, we're not safe. Your prefrontal cortex is supposed to go, wait lang, is this actually rejection or are we just triggered? That's where shadow work comes in. Shadow work helps you notice that maybe your reaction is not just about the unread message. Maybe it's about abandonment, about not feeling chosen, about being dismissed before. Maybe it's about a younger version of you that learned to expect pain. So shadow work is recognizing that some of the emotional programs that you are running were written during pain, fear, shame, and survival. Now, with awareness, honesty, and healing, you get to rewrite them. So in simple terms, the amygdala says, this feels bad. Prefrontal cortex says, let's check if it really is. And shadow work says, why does this feel bad in the first place? That's why shadow work is powerful. Because instead of being ruled by unconscious pain, you start understanding yourself deeply enough to respond differently. That's real healing and that is real integration. And that is self-awareness and the growth that everyone seeks. And that's the difference between actual shadow work and just looking spiritual on the internet.